Nigerians.
Once again, here we go. Forces that are not happy with the serving government are coming together like they once did, and they made history. That is where we are. It remains to be seen if they are going to do what is different in that historic move 2013-14 leading to the victory of 2015. When something is a narrative, it is safer to just tag along, because challenging a narrative is a very daunting task until the people see the truth and feel it. They won't be able to understand anything you're saying about a narrative. The narrative is that you must come together to defeat, that everybody must come together to defeat Tinubu. By which law? Which law says that? Which principle says that? It's not true. However, coming together is good. Why I told you it's not true? Just in 2023, in the presence of APC, when they even had a sitting government, and PDP, Labour Party defeated both without a coalition. So that narrative that you all have to come together in order to defeat Tinubu, no, it's not true.
That was Dr. Datti Baba-Ahmed, the vice presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 presidential election, destroying the myth that you need a coalition to defeat a poorly and utterly ineffective President Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration. He said you don't need a coalition to defeat Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And I agree with him totally. And when I first watched this interview, I was really excited because the Daily Trust TV anchor didn't push back when Dr. Datti Baba-Ahmed told him that Labour Party won the last election by defeating the ruling APC and the opposition People's Democratic Party. I expected perhaps that the Daily Trust anchor will say, no, but that's not true. But he allowed him to flow because apparently the Daily Trust anchor know that the man knows what he was talking about. So this idea that you need to come together before you can defeat Tinubu is a myth. It is a myth that was destroyed by Peter Obi and the Labour Party in 2023. When they won and they were rigged out. So what you need to stop is the rigging. If you stop the rigging, Tinubu will struggle to get a third position, as Malam Nasir El-Rufai pointed out the other time when he was on Arise TV. Tinubu will be lucky to be in the third position in a free and fair election. So all these myths that people should come together, must come together, that's the only way to win. It's not true. Unless Nigerians decide that there will be no rigging. And once they decide like that, Tinubu will come a distant third or fourth. That is it. You know, people have said this this idea about coming together, people are dividing their vote. It's not true. The votes were not divided in the last election. Peter Obi won. That was why INEC deliberately switched off the electronic transmission of the result, as confirmed by Alhaji Mohammed, the then Minister of Information. It was reported by Premium Times. Lai Mohammed said it, that INEC deliberately switched off the transmission of the results, claiming that there was an attempt to interfere with the attack on the transmission. Nobody attacked it. Amazon Web Services, that provided the backbone of the protection of the electronic transmission of the results, said there was no tamper, no effort, no attempt. Because Amazon Web Services that provided protection for INEC does the thing all over the world. And if there was any hitch, any glitches, they will be the first to report it. Because their reputation will be at stake. Because they are not considered as number one in providing cyber security. I have heard people say that the reason why Tinubu won, APC won, was because they divided the vote. That is not. I keep telling them it's not true. It is not true. It is just rigging. That's what stopped APC from being pushed out. In 2019, many of these people that that contested separately in 2023, they were the same party. Peter Obi was the running mate of Atiku Abubakar. Atiku Abubakar was the presidential candidate. Rabi Musa Kwankwaso was in the PDP. Yes, Rabi Musa Kwankwaso, he was in the PDP in 2019. He was in PDP. Atiku was in PDP. Peter Obi was in PDP. So why didn't they win? Of course, many people believe that they won 2019 election, that Buhari was even defeated. But they rigged the election too. So the issue is a myth that Tinubu only coalition can defeat Tinubu. It's not true. Peter Obi will floor him any day. But will the results be allowed to count? That is the problem. That is the challenge before Nigerians. If you like, you can coalesce. You can do anything. If you do not stop these people from rigging, either through amendment of the Electoral Act, either through ensuring that that people vote and protect their votes, either through ensuring that there is a mandatory electronic transmission of the result, that INEC is not given the leeway to determine transmission of results. All this idea that INEC determines how it can transmit the result. The reason why last election people had confidence that the election is going to be okay was when they were telling us, we don't know that they were lying to us, that the election will be electronically transmitted, that you can be in your home and you'll be able to have access to the election result as they were dropping. You'll be seeing it in real time. That's what they told us. But they didn't do it. At the end of the day, they decided to collect the result anyhow they like. And they even announced the result when most Nigerians were asleep. Past midnight. So what you need is to have a system that will stop them from rigging. And I have suggested this severally. Recently, I met somebody who is close to Mr. Peter Obi. I sell the idea to him to talk to Mr. Peter Obi so that it could become an issue that there must be electronic transmission of results. One, it should not be optional. Number two, party agents must be represented inside the INEC backbone, the back end of INEC, the back end where they are keying in the results and everything as they are dropping, where they are collecting it electronically. INEC people should not be allowed to be the only people in that room. The 18 political parties must have agents inside the INEC building, be at the back end of the INEC system, so that among the party agents that will be present, that will be at the election, that will be monitoring the election in INEC headquarters, as the results are dropping in from various polling units, those who should be at the back end must include political parties. 18 political parties must have two agents who must be experts in ICT, so that they will be there monitoring INEC people who are also ICT people who works at that back end of the system, so that at the end of the day, the result that will be coming out from INEC will be a reflection of the votes of Nigerians, which will be transmitted electronically. If you do this before 12 o'clock, Peter Obi will be the president of Nigeria, and Bola Ahmed Tinubu will struggle to even come to third position. That's my take. Every opportunity I have, I keep on selling this idea. Luckily enough, I met somebody who has access to Peter Obi, and I gave him this idea. I hope they pursue it, because what you need is not a coalition. What you need is a man of character, capacity, intelligence, somebody the youths and the people of Nigeria can trust that he will not steal their money. That is what you need. You don't need a coalition. Coalition is not the silver bullet. Peter Obi has shown that you can defeat these people without coalition. I agree totally with Dr. Datti Baba-Ahmed that it doesn't necessarily, it's not, while coalition is so, it may be okay, because the more the merrier, but that is not what will defeat. It's no guarantee. It's not that once you have a coalition, it's automatic you can defeat Tinubu. No, without coalition, people will be beating black and blue. It could be done. But what will make it possible to be a reality, defeating Tinubu and the APC, is what I just told you. To police the votes very well, both at the polling units and at INEC back end of their system. INEC people should not be the only people at the back end. Other political parties must have agents, just as they have party agents at the polling units. Why can't they have it inside the INEC building, inside the INEC back end? If INEC people are sincere to themselves, it shouldn't worry them. These people are not coming to do anything. These are ICT experts. They know how these things operate. They will be there monitoring, watching, so that as the results are coming in, the real results will be what will be announced as the outcome of the election. Once you do that, you will discover that all these Tinubu and God are just paper tigers, because the people are not with them. The people have left them long ago. They're only flexing muscle because they feel that INEC is in their pocket, the judiciary is in their pocket. But once you police INEC and stop INEC from rigging the election, even the judiciary have nothing to do again. Because at the end of the day, the real result will come out. There will be no need for anybody to go to court. That's my take. I don't know what you think about Datti Baba-Ahmed's assertion that you don't need coalition to beat Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027. Whatever is your position on this, let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, God will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you.